Good morning, YouTubers. Tsquare here with Tsquare Talk. So I hope everybody's having a great Monday. It is Monday morning, and I got an exciting talk to talk to you guys about today. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the illusion of money. Now, the reason I say illusion of money is because it's like a magic trick, in my opinion. Literally, the banks, the Federal Reserve, society has all been kind of brainwashed to what money is. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, and we're going to explain a little bit about why it's an illusion. It's kind of like when you go into a casino and you're playing with poker chips. And I love playing poker, but I forget they're just poker chips. You know, that's what you think. You think they're just poker chips. It's not money. You don't recognize it as money. So over time, we have literally been taught that this is money. We've forgotten about this. This is gold. This is a quarter-ounce gold coin that I picked up a little while back. And today, you know, it's about $600. Now, this is an exciting talk. We're going to talk a little bit about this, but before I go on with this video and explain a little bit more about this, please take a quick minute and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Most of you guys, if you're watching this video on a Monday, you're probably already subscribed to the channel. But if you're not, take a quick minute and hit it, please. Now, if you are subscribed also, or if you're not, hit the thumbs up button because it really helps. Because it's a Monday video, I've noticed with the YouTube algorithm, my Monday videos never do really well. So I almost held this talk off just for another day. So please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. So the illusion of money. The reason I wanted to do this talk today is there is a convenience store. Probably shouldn't have said convenience store. There's a store. I've already said it, so it doesn't matter. That I do go to once in a while. And in the very back room, they have a few slot machines. And the slot machines, I would not gamble. I'm just kidding. Y'all know I play once in a while different gambling games. But these games I probably wouldn't play because it's illegal in Texas to have slot machines. So what they do is they put them in the back room of establishments, and it's low key. Yeah, you win store credit, but everybody knows that some of these establishments don't give you store credit. They give you cash. And you know, at the end, you cash out, you get a ticket, and you can bring it to whoever is in charge, and they will give you cash, assuming that's one of them establishments that they do that. However, recently, there was a company that changed owners, and they pulled all the machines out. So a lot of people had, not a lot, but at least some, specifically one lady that I know, had a piece of paper that said $190. And she was supposed to bring it into the manager, and the manager wasn't there. And so she ended up going to work the next day and said, I'll just do it after work. And then she went back in, and you know what? Lo and behold, they pulled all the machines out. They changed owners. The previous owner took the machines, and the new owners were putting new machines in. And lo and behold, here lies the problem. Who's going to pay her money? She basically lost out on her money, and I was actually talking to a friend about this today, and I said, it's all an illusion. It's a piece of paper. I mean, you know, that's the way it is. Now, that was a situation where I kind of felt bad for the lady, just like I feel bad for the people out there that think that this is money. Yes, everybody accepts this. When you go to the store, you can spend this. This will buy you stuff, but you can actually... It's not classified as money, in my opinion, because it's not a store of wealth. The more of these they print, the less they are worth. And lately, they've been printing a lot of them. In fact, they've been printing so many of them that a lot of countries in the world are, quite frankly, getting tired of taking them. They're tired of taking them. They're tired of them being weaponized. Oh, you can no longer use them if we don't like you. And so what happens as people all of a sudden don't want them no more, well, we're going to see them continue to lose value even more because they're still printing them. And the supply of people that will want them will be less and less. Now, another thing to note on this is as they lose value, Obviously, everything, it's losing value because everything's going up. Remember when you could go and, $100 was groceries back in the day. You're not going to get much for $100 at the grocery store today. Anybody in the room, in the chat, that wants to comment on this, let me know. Last time you went to the grocery store, what did you spend? Think about it. I remember when I was a kid, soup cans were 4 for $1. I know some people that remember when they were 10 for $1. I've never seen that personally, but I've seen 4 for $1. Now, everything is up. Everything's more than doubled in price, tripled in price in some cases. In just the last year, we've seen prices on stuff almost double. But the reason I say this is an illusion too is because the more people think this is money, they're missing out that it doesn't store your work, store your labor. So if you had bought, and say, a $20 gold coin years ago, I wish I had one. I should have had one for this video. And someone else took the $20 paper note. Well, the $20 gold coin is worth a whole lot more. A double gold, double eagle, that's an ounce of pure gold. People traded those in for $20. And now you're talking an ounce of gold, that's $2K minimum. That's the $2K spot price pretty much. That's not even taking into account what else is going on. Here, though, with a piece of gold, this goes up when everything else goes up. And yes, you could almost say some people might make an argument, is it really going up in value? It's not going up in purchasing power right now, but it is going up against fiat currency. And the reason I say that is you take like a silver quarter, which I have some right here. A silver quarter back in the day would buy you a gallon of gas. Well, a silver quarter will still buy you a gallon of gas. You just have to sell it to the right person that understands that it's silver. A lot of people don't realize that. A silver quarter right now is selling for just under $5. A gallon of gas, average most places around the U.S. Now, if you're over $5, please put a comment in. I want to hear where you're at if you're over $5. If you're in Alaska, if you're in Hawaii, if you're in California, you might be paying more than $5 for a gallon of gas. A lot of that boils out to all the taxes that they put on everything right now. And they have been. But taxes, that's for another thing, because that's a video all in itself. The theft of taxes and how it's technically not even legal, but at least employee tax. But someone could make an argument no tax is legal, but we can make that argument for that video. But when you get into that, once you realize that this is an illusion, it can be taken away. It can be taken away in a blink of an eye. They could double the supply of it. They could have all of it rush back to the U.S. A lot of people are focusing on August 22nd. That's when the BRICS meeting comes out. That's going to be a really interesting time to see what's going to happen. A lot of people are saying that I'm friends with, it's not going to be a big deal. It's just another cycle. We go through these cycles all the time. Silver goes up, gold goes up, then it comes down, then it comes up, and back and forth. And at the end of the day, it's the same old routine. And that's true for the most part. It is the same old routine. But there will come a day, I promise you, in my personal opinion, there will come a day where essentially it doesn't stop going up. Gold just keeps going up and the dollar keeps going down. And the reason we know this is think about all the fiat currencies throughout time. Think of all the empires throughout time. A lot of people think that paper money was just here in the U.S. and recent times, and I shouldn't say just here in the U.S., but around the world, but in more recent times. It is a recent time, but they've used paper before, and a lot of countries have used paper. As they went to paper, a common thing that we've seen is the value just plunges because they can make so much of it. You might have heard of a Roman gold coin. Well, you know what? The Roman gold coin started out as gold. But as the government grew, and as their wars grew, and then they were fighting with Egypt, and they were fighting the barbaric tribes, they were fighting all over the globe trying to conquer everything. That costed money. Well, it got to the point where they didn't have enough gold. So what they do, they watered down the gold. They watered it down. They made the gold less gold, more bronze, more copper, more brass, whatever they put in it. And then it went to 50%. Now one gold coin could make 2 gold coins. Then they went to 25%. Then one gold coin could make 4 gold coins. And that's kind of what we've seen even here in the U.S. We're following the exact same path that Rome did. Now I'm using Rome because Rome is the most famous. I mean, in my opinion, Rome is the most famous. But you think about here in the U.S., our money used to be gold and silver. As time went on, it became less. If you've got half dollars, you've probably got 90% half dollars. You've got 40% half dollars. You have no percent half dollars. And it made it to where they can just unlimited make this stuff. And the more they do, it's no coincidence that they just made the debt ceiling, basically no debt ceiling for the next 2 years. I think because they know this is going to be worthless at some point in or around 2 years, or they're planning on doing some major spending. Because you know what? They can take this and buy all of this up because people don't realize what this is. Gold is gold. It's been around from the beginning of time. If you've got a gold coin to this day, an original gold coin from Rome, it still holds value. And it doesn't just hold value from a collectible standpoint. It has value because it's gold. If you have a $20 gold eagle from early America, it's not $20. It's like an ounce of gold. It's like $2,000. The gold is the commodity. The silver is the commodity. And as people realize that and the commodities continue to go up, the only reason the commodities are going up is because this is going down. A lot of people, it's a funny thing that I always see in the comments is, no, the gold ain't going up. The dollar's coming down. And in a way, they're right. But it appears that it's going up if you're buying it in dollars. And so for me, my savings account, my wealth, I want to hold it in gold. I want to hold it in silver. I want to hold it in other things because I recognize that this is going to go up. Now, do I ever sell this? Absolutely. If I had to sell this tomorrow to pay some bill that maybe it popped up, maybe my vehicle broke down and I don't have a vehicle and I don't have a big savings account and I don't want to take out a loan. Well, I could sell some of this and buy a vehicle, but this is going up. For the people out there that have been saving their money in dollars for all this time, they're going to be hurting when we see a huge devaluation in the dollar. And I really do feel bad for them, just like I feel bad for the lady that I talked about in the beginning of the video that lost $190. But it was an illusion. I'll give you another example. When I used to work on the offshore rigs, I used to stay in Houma, Louisiana. And if I was off, I would sometimes drive to New Orleans. New Orleans has an awesome casino there, Harrah's Casino. I had a credit card through them, and whenever I'd buy gas or whatever, I would use my credit card. So I got free food there when I went, free hotel stays, all that. So the last time that I went to the Harrah's in Louisiana, in New Orleans, I ended up leaving in a rush. I had to go. I was working offshore. I put my poker chips in my pocket, put 2 in my back pocket and didn't realize it. And I had 2 $25 poker chips in my back pocket, $50. Well, by the time I went back there a year and a half later, those poker chips were no good. I knew I had them. I had them in my desk drawer. I threw them in there, and eventually I made it back down there. My job had ended that week abruptly, and I hadn't gone back for a while. When I went back, they were no good. So it's something to think about how quick this can be gone. But this is always going to have value. These could be worthless overnight. That gambling ticket could be worthless overnight. Those poker chips could be worthless overnight. It's an illusion. This is real. This is sound gold and sound silver. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the thumbs up button for me. This is a little bit more of a collectible because it has the box. It has all the casing and stuff. I don't know if it says. I'll just kind of zoom in a little bit. See what mint mark is on there. Yep, West Point W. So someone that's a coin collector might know more about this. I don't really know. All I know is it's a 1/4 ounce of gold. So pretty cool there. Show you guys the back here. It's the old design. Pretty coin. I tested it with the Sigma when I bought it, so I know it's legit. But with all the paperwork, I mean, you don't see many fakes with all the paperwork in the box and everything, in my opinion. But you never know what's out there. I've heard stories about people popping these out, putting a fake one in, and then selling it. And hey, think of the profit they made. They still got the gold. It's a dirty trick. Unfortunately, there's a lot of scammers out there. If you guys are buying gold or silver, know what you're looking at. It's important. I test every coin. I even test it from the big dealers. Don't think for a minute that I, just because I am a big fan of them, that I don't check their stuff now and then. You gotta. You never know what could filter in. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed. Please hit that thumbs up because I need it for the algorithm. And definitely leave me a comment. I love reading y'all's comments. So, I will talk to you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Take care, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.